Salutations from Dallas, Texas. We are coming to you live on Bally Sports and the WNBA's League Pass with the nightcap of our Week 3 finale here at Athletes Unlimited Pro Women's Basketball. We've got Team Smith looking to go 3-0 against Team Sims, who wants to end the week on a high note. It's an AU Impact Day. We are celebrating Special Olympics of Texas. What is AU Pro Hoops, you ask? I've got an answer for you. We've got 44 elite hoopers with an innovative scoring system. New teams are drafted each week by team captains. The top 4 point scorers are named team captains, and the teams play each other once over a 4-day span. With that, we welcome you inside here at the Fair Park Coliseum courtside, alongside the Hall of Famer. She is Sheryl Swoopes. I'm Cindy Brunson. The third member of our broadcast team, Mary-Louise Cook, will be along in just a bit. Cheryl, what impressed you most about Game 1 and Team Hillman coming through with the victory?
Just how they fought to the end. They didn't start the game off very well, but everybody on that team, including the bench, came back, contributed, and they were able to walk away with the win.
All right, so Team Hillman got the victory, and that's something that NaLyssa Smith and company want to do as well. Smith has been a force, averaging a double-double. She is the top rebounder in the league as well.
Ooh, I love me some NaLyssa Smith. She's nice. NaLyssa Smith averaging a double-double and does so much for her team. Here you see her pulling up for a jumper. She will take you down low in the paint and do some damage down low as well. When she stays in her 5 bag and not her 2 bag, NaLyssa Smith is a problem for anybody that's trying to guard her.
5 bag, 2 bag. Okay, I feel you, I feel you. Here's an analogy for you. Swiss Army knife. How's that for Jordan Canada? She has been absolutely awesome for Team Sims.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Jordan Canada coming in off of a 21-point game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, because, to your point, she's a Swiss Army knife. Jordan Canada attacking the paint, not afraid of contact here. If you don't stop her in the open court, she will hurt you. Nice pull-up, Jay. Oh, yeah, she plays defense, too. Pushing in transition, Jordan Canada is a handful for anyone. And if Odyssey Sims is gonna have a chance to win this game, she's gotta be big.
Woo, all right. We are ready to go with our nightcap. Grab your popcorn, settle into your easy chair. We've got lineups and tip next on Bally Sports and the WNBA League Pass.
Back when we were just kids, we wondered, what's the future for me?
For me. For me.
For me.
For the game that I love. The team in my dreams. The field, the court, the arena I long to play in. The answer? It's here. For me. For them. For the ones with the heart to play. With voices that are too powerful to be silenced, and with skills that only champions possess. A future. Unlimited.
Every moment counts in Athletes Unlimited.
All these athletes are going to lay it all out on the line. Oh my goodness. She is spectacular.
All I can say is wow.
Highlight film stuff.
It's more than a medal, it's more than a game. We're trailblazing, and we know that.
1, 2, 3.
Tonight, Athletes Unlimited is proud to celebrate Special Olympics Texas. Thanks for joining us and Special Olympics Texas as we spread the word of inclusion. We are better together. We are taking a look at the lineups for Team Smith. Your captain, NaLyssa Smith, has Layshia Clarendon, Lexi Hull, Crystal Bradford, and Teresa Plaisance. Bradford telling me before the game, holding Sims to 20 points or less is key. The starters for Team Gold, led by the captain, Odyssey Sims, Jordan Canada, Evina Westbrook, Kirsten Bell, and Jamaris Davis. We'd like to thank our friends at the Caesar Sportsbook for compiling our pregame odds. Team Smith favored over Team Sims by 3.5. take that with a grain of salt. Caesars was incorrect in our first game. They had Team Mitchell favored by a lot, and it was Team Hillman that came back to win.
You know, I wonder if the teams know what the odds are.
I bet if somebody had told Team Hillman that Team Mitchell was supposed to win, that might have fired them up. They finished with 6 players in double figures. Our officiating crew is led by crew chief Cam Garber, Christine Esparza, and Josh Reed. We are ready to jump it up at the center circle. So glad to have you along for AU Pro Hoops as we finish week number 3. A little substance on half court, so got the crew out to make sure everybody is safe as can be. We don't want to have any accidents here deep in the heart of Texas. And Clarendon must have laser vision, man. She is like, nope, you missed a spot.
She's a mom.
Ooh, fair point.
Right.
Fair point.
So to your point that you said Crystal Bradford said that they need to hold Odyssey Sims to 20 points or less.
Right.
Well, they did a great job on Kelsey Mitchell.
Held her to a AU season low 9, AU career low 9. That was last night.
So let's see what they're going to do with Odyssey Sims.
All right, into the captain. She feels the double, kicks it out to Bradford for 3. Back iron, battle for the rebound. Clarendon wins it. Wanted a foul call, didn't get it, and Canada is there for the rebound and on the run. Bradford almost picking Odyssey's pocket. Sims pulls up, jumper, no. Rebound falls into Lay's lap. Clarendon getting it to Plaisance. Back to Plaisance, little 2-person game. Play off the mark. Bradford with the rebound, getting it to Smith. Nice 2-person game there. Bradford blows the bunny, gets it back. Rebound putback is good.
Listen, if whoever the captains are tomorrow going into the draft,
Right, draft is at
don't
noon Eastern.
separate Crystal Bradford and Alyssa Smith, shame on them.
Ooh, I
Because
like that.
I just wouldn't want the two of them together playing against me.
Kirsten Bell short on the 3. Reminder, Sunday at noon, 11 Central on AU Sports YouTube channel, we will have our Week 4 draft. We are more than halfway home here in season number 2. Plaisance for 3. Off the window. She had a little shrug. Wasn't sure about that glass action, but we'll take it.
She's like, okay, I'll take it.
Of course, Plaisance tied her career high with 4 threes on Friday. Nice finish at the rim by Odyssey Sims. Taking a look at our leaderboard, Sims leading the leaderboard. And this is everybody involved in the action. Plaisance back-to-back triples. She's quickly got 6 to lead all scorers. And you can see as the leaderboard scrolls that the players in orange and gold on the floor will have their numbers change based on production. Positive plays net a player point, negative plays take them away, and the biggest way, Kirsten Bell with a 3 for 30 points, the biggest way for a player to accumulate points is through quarter wins and game wins. You get 50 points per quarter wins and 150 points for a game win.
And this was a matchup that I was interested to see, even though they're not guarding each other. But Alyssa Smith and Odyssey Sims are fighting for that 1-2 spot on the leaderboard.
Right.
So this is going to be a really good matchup to see who comes out on top.
So the foul will send Laysia Clarendon to the free throw line as Jordan Canada picks up her first personal foul. Clarendon getting it done at the line, shooting better than 84% this season. She's got to get those shoes right, tie them up. And you talk about a veteran point guard. Their assist to turnover ratio is better than 3-to-1.
Lay has been doing that, I feel like, since the beginning of time.
100%.
But just her basketball IQ and her savvy and understanding the game, time and score, everything about it. And we talked to her yesterday, and she was just talking about her leadership. And for every point guard, even if you're not on her team, she is the type of point guard that you need to watch.
Clarendon seen some both, so the lead is 10-5 for Team Smith in the game and in the quarter. Jordan, Canada, if you don't stop the basketball, she will kill you at the 10.
It's easier said than done because she's so quick with the basketball in her hands.
Melissa Smith tied up by Bell, jump ball.
I mean, Jordan Canada is like a blur with the basketball, just going right by Lay and Plaisance for a nice, easy layup.
Blink and you will miss it. JC has been locked in 5 straight double-figure scoring games coming into this one. Your favorite play of the game, Cheryl? No possession arrow here in AU Pro Hoops. We jump it up.
Yeah, I like it.
Bell's got some hops. I thought Smith was going to win that jump.
That's why we like the jump ball.
Okay, I feel you.
Well, that's why I like it.
I do feel you. Yeah, no, throw me in there. I'm good. Avina Westbrook getting it back to Bell. Plaisance coming up with the steal, gets it to Hull. Hull looking for teammates in orange. Plaisance swings it to Clarendon. Back to Plaisance. Bradford puts it on the deck, stopped by Sims, and she gets the roll. Crystal Bradford already with 4 points.
Great
Or she had 20 points on Friday. That was one shy of her career high. Jamaris Davis wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Now Alyssa Smith has a little bit of a handle. Bell isn't going to bite on that. Lexi Hull, corner 3. Battle for the rebound, won by Hull. How she fought off Odyssey Sims, I do not know.
Great hustle.
Oh, that one is good. Okay, so the first one was just a warm-up in the corner. That's cool, that's cool.
Well, Lexi Hull only had 7 points in the game last night, so you know she's another one of those players that's going to try to come back and redeem herself.
Bell's already got 2 3-pointers here in the first quarter. I would tell you that Hull was locked in defensively on Kelsey Mitchell, and that's where she expended a lot of her energy.
I would say so, because having to defend Kelsey Mitchell is a handful, and to be able to hold her to only 9 points, that's pretty impressive.
Alyssa Smith showing off the mid-range jumper. Canada locked up. Somehow gets it to Davis. Bell for 3. Leaves that one short. Battle for the rebound is won by Westbrook. Odyssey Sims with Plaisance honor. And Odyssey off the glass. There's a trip to the free throw line. Odyssey has a look on her face like, what do I got to do to get a call?
No blood, no foul.
Odyssey Sims has been feeling it. 16 straight games scoring in double figures. We are off and running here in quarter number 1. Team Smith has the lead by 5.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me.
To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours. There is power in your voice,
but only when you use it.
at this lead and what it means, what jumps out at you?
That gave me goosebumps.
Mitchell. Gracious, Tosh.
I don't even know what to say except, ooh.
You want to see bucket getters all over the floor? Check and check. And Lexi Brown with the dagger.
What an exciting time to be an athlete, to be a woman. Not only have we arrived, but we are here to stay.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball is brought to you by the Air National Guard. To learn how you can serve your way, head to goang.com. Oh, you know, if we're talking about professional women's basketball, we have to talk about the Fits. Everybody comes correct here at AU Pro Hoops. Team Smith on top of Team Sims, 17-2. We have a little housekeeping to take care of in game one. Our MVP winners, a breakdown like this. Christy Bellick with her first career MVP nod. Naz Hillman coming in with MVP 2, and Kelsey Mitchell now with her 16th MVP nod in AU Hoops. That is the most in AU Hoops history.
I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, you can't say enough about her. And Naz Hillman, we know what she's going to bring every game. But Christy Bellick, to come out and win her first MVP today, she had her career high in points and was very instrumental in that win for Team Hillman tonight.
Odyssey Sims gets the free throw to go, so the lead is 4 for Team Smith with the basketball in the game and in the quarter. Smith doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound, won by Bradford. She kicks it out to Air Hearn, who has checked in, along with Jenna Stady, number 28 in orange. Bradford with Rivers on her. Rivers did a fantastic job defending Naz Hillman last night, and the turnover. Bell finds the basketball in her breadbasket. And here comes Team Sims wearing gold. Rivers, that's pretty.
Lydia Rivers was huge for her squad last night.
AU career high 10 points and 11 rebounds. Her first double-double in AU. She was simply smashing. 2-point advantage for Team Smith. Lexi Hull puts it on the deck and earns a trip to the free throw line. Lydia Rivers picks up the personal, her first personal foul, as Lexi Hull steps to the free throw line. Be sure to check out all of the brand new Athletes Unlimited basketball gear for 2023, including the new player and number tees and the Every Moment Counts collection. Go to shop.auprosports.com to purchase yours today. So now the lead back to 4 for Team Smith over Team Sims in gold. Jordan Canada. You could tell she got fouled because her passes are usually on point.
Yeah, her passes are typically on the money.
That is her first personal foul.
She's just so crafty and smooth with the basketball.
Air Hearn has checked in and picked up her first personal foul. Kirby Burkholder has checked in for the team in gold, Team Sims. So it's Burkholder, Canada for 3, off the mark. Rivers, Davis, and Sims. Odyssey Sims has played almost every single minute of basketball this season.
Yeah, Odyssey is all about her bag.
100%. Smith doesn't get the roll, but earns a trip to the free throw line. And that's normal for her. She draws about 5 fouls against the opposition per game.
It's just when Alyssa Smith gets the ball down low on the block and takes her time and squares up, she is a handful for teams to try to defend her one-on-one.
Smith gets the first one to go. She's shooting better than 77% from the free throw line, and she is increasing the advantage for her team in this quarter. A reminder, teams get 50 points for quarter wins and 150 points for game wins. That is where an individual player is able to amass the most points the most expeditiously. So it's 21-15 advantage Team Smith. Odyssey Sims, pull-up jumper, in and out. Battle for the rebound. Air Hearn runs out of real estate. And so it will go back to Team Sims in gold with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Team Sims has already eclipsed its 9-point first quarter on Friday night, the lowest scoring quarter in AU history. They almost doubled that mark. Odyssey, oh boy.
Well, we talked about what Odyssey was going to do or try to do this game, because last night her team started off slow. Odyssey wasn't very aggressive in the first quarter, and you can see she came out tonight on a mission.
Bradford with the mismatch taking advantage with the smaller Sims on her. 23-17 is the advantage, under 3 minutes to go first quarter. Sims trying to shake Hull. Hull can't believe the whistle blew.
Yeah, Odyssey Sims is all about getting the job done tonight. Nice little pull-up jumper at the free throw line. And Crystal Bradford, just like Melissa Smith, she too, even at the guard position, is a handful on the block, because at the guard position, she has a size advantage on most guards that are trying to defend her down low.
Sims has scored or assisted on 6 of the 7 baskets for her team in gold. And there's a reason why Odyssey has been at the top of the leaderboard for pretty much every single moment of season 2. She has scored an average of 30 points, 30 in her last 3 games.
That's not too shabby.
No, that's swoops-like is what that is.
And she's been winning games.
Bradford spinning and hitting. No flex, though, from CB. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I didn't see the flex, but you saw the face, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
The little snarl.
Little sauce.
Yeah, but if Odyssey Sims is going to guard Crystal Bradford on the block, they're going to have to send a double team.
Foul away from the basketball. They'll ticket Evina Westbrook.
I mean, Crystal Bradford just posting up smaller guard in Odyssey Sims. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're gonna have to send a double team. Nice little spin move. There's nothing Odyssey can do with that.
4th team foul on Team Sims. Air Hearn for 3 off the mark. Rebound goes to Burkholder. Odyssey serving. Team Smith up by 6, 2 minutes to go first quarter.
Good D by Lexi Hall.
Whitney Knight just had that basketball taken away from her. Stady, turnaround jumper, no. Burkholder is there looking for somebody to get the ball to, and Bradford read that beautifully. She's all alone, and she knows how to finish. Bradford now into double figures with 10.
And Bradford is feeling herself right now.
And Bradford knew. She knew that Kirby wasn't comfortable with the basketball in her hand and was looking for a guard. Played that passing lane beautifully.
Smart basketball play.
Kirsten Bell for 3. That's off the mark. Bell had been locked into that point with a couple of threes already in this first quarter. But Team Orange with the basketball and the lead, looking to win this first quarter and the 50 points per player that go along with it. Minute to go. Air Hearn trying to get something against JC. That's a tall order. Hull into Melissa Smith. Rebound putback, no. Battle for the rebound, won by Canada. She knew she had it and just lost the handle. A little frustration from JC, understandable. But it will be Team Smith's ball in orange with an opportunity to add to this lead.
Oh, that's pretty.
Lexi Hall can't convert. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. And here comes Team Sims in gold. Odyssey Sims doubled. Gets the shot up, wanted the foul, didn't get it. Whitney Knight also wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Kirsten Bell. It's like, look, don't blow a whistle, I'm cool, I'll just shoot.
Well, everybody right now is looking at the ref like, where is the foul? And Kirsten Bell said, don't worry about it, I got it.
Bell's got 8. Team Smith's lead down to 6.
Good cut.
Bradford to Stady, that's nice.
Team Smith, they got some size on the floor right now.
Right? Stady stands 6'4". Smith is 6'4" as well. Stady might even be 6'5". Might have to get a
6'5".
Right, get a measuring tape on her. Product of the University of Georgia. Lexi Hull trying to take the ball away. The strength of Odyssey Sims to keep that basketball. I know it's a end of the quarter deal and they didn't get a shot off, but that was impressive. It is Team Smith winning the quarter 29-21 and the 50 leaderboard points that go along with it. We've got 1 quarter in the books as we put a bow on week 3 of AAU Pro Women's Basketball. Thanks for watching on Bally Sports and WNBA League Pass.
I'm the chairperson of the PEC, Player Executive Committee. I've been involved since, the inception of this league. We started getting involved in calls early on.
So we're working on everything from uniforms to location and where people are gonna live and what our schedules are gonna look like, what kind of programming we want, what do we want as athletes out of the experience. As the PEC, we're speaking for the entire athlete group.
We make any decision, small or large, in conjunction with the league. They are awesome and they totally have our backs in everything that we do.
It's just a lot of work when no one's watching.
Pretty much every logistical decision that you think will be made about hosting a season in one location, we were a part of those calls.
So I'm really pumped to see what all of our hard work will appear as.
Will probably be one of the coolest achievements I ever have in my life.
It's Crystal Bradford's world, and we're just living it. Already with 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting and 5 rebounds as well. Crystal Bradford, an AU best 21 and 14 in game 1 for her here at AU. She is the 2nd leading rebounder in the league, Cheryl, and she has just been a force as one of the newbies here at AU.
Yeah, Crystal Bradford started out week 1 on fire, and she has come back and shown everybody who the real Crystal Bradford is this week.
Of course, Friday she had 20 points and 9 rebounds, 3 steals as well. She's a big part of the reason why Team Smith will start this second quarter with an 8-point advantage, up 29-21. Getting a well-deserved rest after scoring double figures in quarter number 1.
Yeah, Crystal Bradford is on a mission.
Your players on the floor for Team Smith: Melissa Smith, Jenna Stady. It's Destiny Walker, number 92, Lasia Clarendon, and number 73, Danny McCray. Danny had an AU best 10 points last Saturday night, so Danny feels it on Saturdays. Watch out. We'll keep an eye on 73. Jordan Canada to Odyssey Sims. What adjustments do you want to see from Team Gold?
Well, just move the ball, right? Like Odyssey, we know Odyssey can score, but you have to move the ball and get everybody else involved. That's just going to make your job easier when you're looking to score.
It'll be Team Smith looking to add to its 8-point lead. A unique feature of Athletes Unlimited is our chair chats, where we grab VIPs or players to sit in the chair and chat during game action as Clarendon comes through with the finish. And right now, we like to welcome in WNBPA President Nneka Agwumke. Nneka, how are you?
Hey, you two.
What's up, Nneka?
Nothing much. Just a couple of AU games on a Saturday night.
Love it. So glad that you pulled through. What do you think of AU Pro Hoops?
Love it. Love it. This is my first game in person. I watch, as I kind of teed you guys up a little bit. I had to give you guys your flowers because you two are very entertaining, very unbiased, very knowledgeable about the game, and I love listening while I'm watching, and most times I watch my games on mute.
Okay.
I am so there with you. Well, I'm glad you don't mute us.
No, never. I turn it up.
I appreciate you.
I turn it up.
We like to have a good time.
What do you think the best feature of this system is here at AU?
Well, I mean, I think one of them is what we're doing right now. Like, this is actually kind of cool, getting live game chats. But of course, you know, putting on my presidential hat, anything that's player-led, I'm always for. So many of the features are just kind of embedded in what AU is. Players get to pick, players get to choose. They have a lot of say, or if anything, they have all the say on their activation. And I just really love the orientation around like people supporting them, players supporting each other. Just the whole foundation of AU is wonderful to me.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nick, I'm glad you got louder because I was about to say you're using your sexy voice.
Oh, God.
Well, you know, when you've been a model for Sports Illustrated Swimsuits Edition, you can get sexy.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, already.
You know what, though? It's funny because I did that because you have these headphones on, and like when someone's shooting the free throw, you really don't know how loud you are. So I wasn't trying to distract anybody.
I feel you. I feel you.
Oh man, I can't. You guys. See, this is why I love listening.
Okay, well let's take a beat here. We want to show the fans a replay. Nice to see Odyssey Sims getting back up because she took a pretty hard fall there. She'll probably get looked at by her head athletics trainer Natalie Trotter and her team as they clean up the moisture. Taking a look at this replay really quick. Cheryl, what do you see? Yeah, just Lay and Odyssey battling.
Up. Yeah. You got two vets, both of them determined to come up with the ball.
100%. So back to Nneka. You've got a few of your Stanford folks here. You've got a few of your LA Sparks people here. What have you seen out of teammates that you like in particular?
Well, Lexi, of course, which, by the way, we'll have to reserve the sexy for Lexi because my nickname for her is Sexy Lexi.
Okay. I like that.
I like that. So stealing that.
You guys can use it on the next round.
We are with your permission.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But, you know, Lexi, of course, hitting shots, making really... Honestly, what I love about Lexi right now is in the games that I've been seeing, she's been 2-3 plays ahead with her assists. And I really do appreciate seeing that, especially when she pushes it in transition or receives it in transition. Lay, you know, Lay's going to be physical no matter what. Lay's going to be physical. And JC, honestly, man, right now, if I had a vote today, JC's my MVP.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. And I totally agree. This is UCLA, JC.
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, I'm a fan. JC has been getting it done. Like, I mean, offensively, defensively, rebounding. So here's the one thing I'll say, because I've said this on the air.
Okay.
JC has got to be more consistent with her jumper.
Oh, yeah. And I talked to JC about this last year. because she would kind of get into herself when she feels like she couldn't help the team with her shot never like really being consistent last year. First of all, I told her, I was like, first of all, we were all operating in dysfunction, so whatever you were doing was all right. But secondly,
no lies told there.
I know. You know? But secondly, too, I said, honestly, with JC, I tell her all the time, it is mental. It is just mental. You have the form. We know you can do it. And I have every confidence that she's going to come in this season with a more confident shot, because if she doesn't have it, I'm definitely going to pump it into her.
I love that. Nneka, you've got a new head coach in Kurt Miller. Danielle Viglione, who's a part of AU Pro Hoops, is on his staff. What's the vibe now with all of the changes that have been made in LA?
The vibe is right. The vibe is right. I'm excited. I'm really excited. You know, can you believe this is a year 12 for me?
Yes,
no,
I can.
I can.
You look good.
No, she looks fantastic.
You wear it
like
very
she
well.
just left Stanford.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I had to learn from people like Cheryl. They had it together for a long time, so I had to. You know, you have to do the same thing.
You are getting it done.
I appreciate that.
So I have a good question for you, maybe.
Yes. Okay.
What's it like playing with your sister?
Oh, you know what? So
tell the truth.
So honestly, the truth, and I played with Janae since I was about 13, 14, right? And the truth is that playing out there with C is like, it's like instead of playing with 4 teammates, you're playing with 3 almost. You know, there's still the same amount of bodies out there, but then there's this kind of like added sense that you have, you know? So actually, you know what? Let me take it back. It's more of having a sixth sense than it is than having less teammates. So it's a lot of fun. I have to calm her down though, because she thinks she doesn't foul.
I got you.
Yeah. Does anybody in the league foul?
I can give you some names.
No, we're not throwing anybody under the bus right now.
We're not doing that.
Talk to me when we're off camera.
Okay.
Absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. Nneka, I know every year you bring something new to your game. Your toolbox is extensive. I know you've been working really hard on the 3. What can fans expect to see here in year 12?
Definitely more 3s. Okay. And I guess rather than being like a set shooter, kind of creating my shot a little bit more.
Like off the bounce?
Off the bounce a little bit, you know, working a little bit on kind of more of like a transition handle.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I've been working on, and I'm really excited to come and display that with some of my teammates here, and honestly, to lean a little bit more towards front forward. But I was raised by vets like Cheryl, so like there's no way I'm really gonna totally assimilate, because I'm still very true to like my form. But having that in my arsenal is very important.
Oh, that is awesome. Hey, look, Selection Sunday is tomorrow. Is your Stanford Cardinal going to be a 1 seed?
Oh, man. Let me tell you, this March has been maddening.
Yeah.
This March has been maddening. I really hope so. But I wouldn't be surprised if they end up like as like the number 1, number 2.
Okay.
I think the only thing that I really want is that they're on the opposite side of South Carolina, because I want to see that rematch.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's just remind everybody at home, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a single season.
Very, very tough.
Yeah,
very tough.
We're just
unless you're South Carolina.
Right.
Look who pulls so hard for Dawn Staley. Man,
I know the love is there.
Okay,
I know the love is there. I mean, Tara roots for Dawn.
Look, Tara needs to root for that 4th championship. That's all I'm saying.
This is true. This is true.
Okay. All right. Nneka Ogwumike, WNBPA president, thanks so much for taking the time and pulling up and checking out AU Pro Hoops.
Thanks, you too. And you two are doing an amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you, Nneka. I love her. I actually got to do TV with Nneka Ogwumike. I'm done. Like, first they sign a contract and I get to work with you, Cheryl, and now Nneka. I'm just, put a fork in me. I am done.
Back at you. But where else does that happen? What other sporting
Nowhere
does that happen?
Nowhere. That's why we are so elite here at AU Pro Hoops. With under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, Team Smith has the lead in the quarter and in the game now by double figures, up by a dozen. It's a steal by Danny McCray. Decent handle. Bounce passing to Bradford. Step through. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound. Put back. No. Battle for the rebound. Bradford trying not to be denied. And she simply runs out of real estate asking, where's the foul call? And doesn't get it.
She just said, well, give me a push or something. I might agree with her on that one.
Just a little something. I don't ask for much in this world. All right. getting points and effective possessions against Team Smith could be tough. Lexi Hull and Jordan Canada are tied for the steals lead coming into this game with 19 apiece. Big part of the reason why Team Smith has been able to extend its lead up by a dozen. Come on back.
This is for the golden set. There it is.
Colson from half court for the win!
Helton lets it go. Stopped by Glenn. The first ever shootout in Athletes Unlimited lacrosse.
And the final at bat for Amanda Chittister. Cloak down the left field line. Did she do it? She did!
Team Hawkins gets the victory in triple overtime.
This moment right here, can nobody take this one? I'm thrilled tonight to help celebrate the career of a volleyball legend, number 13, Shayla Preston.
And that's going to do it for Danielle O'Toole. Did she? She did!
Everybody celebrate, but this isn't over.
Every moment in a game can change. It can split in a second. It can alter the game in like one way or another. And I think that taking each moment to kind of like break down the game and work for the moments instead of just working for the end result in the game itself. Take it minute by minute. Take it possession by possession. Those are the moments that are going to matter.
I love the fact that you're going to be awarded points on both ends of the floors. If I'm selling out on the defensive end, I can get just as many points for things as if I make a three or if I make a layup.
There's a lot going on in a game, especially as like a midfielder, like you're involved in every play.
I don't think a lot of people really realize that there's more to Athletes Unlimited than just these individual points.
Literally every moment, like on and off the field, plays a role in the chemistry piece, which is where you find the game wins.
When you're in the dugout, it's so amazing where you guys are constantly cheering, whether they're in the starting nine, whether they're coming in a pinch hit, pinch run. We're all contributing to the success of our team. We have to be unified as a team, which eventually lead to winning the game.
A terrific night in Dallas, Texas, as Team Smith is on top by a dozen, but you know the captain, Odyssey Sims, is not happy about that. She's mic'd up. Let's go into the game with Air National Guard.
Odyssey never gets tired, ever.
I'm coming out today. I'm coming out.
Love you, bro. You know I love you, girl. You gotta stay easy on me, okay?
I'm trying to go. Don't be flirting with me, okay? On the court. No. And don't be trying to do them turnaround shots. I like when you do it because you be so sexy. I'm like, look at my baby.
I'm gonna try to distract you at free throws.
Leave me alone. Make it tougher down here. On defense, we're playing soft. We're not really making any shots hard. They are making everything right now. But let's do a better job. Let's be a little more aggressive. Be a little more aggressive. I think we can.
Your thoughts, Cheryl?
On which part? Well, the timeout in the huddle, I thought what Odyssey was saying about let's be more aggressive, right? Because they're getting things way too easy. Totally agree with that. They have to get more physical, more aggressive, and make the shots that Team Smith is getting right now, make it tougher.
All right, taking a look at Odyssey Sims' points breakdown. That's what I want next from our friends at Caesar Sportsbook. In addition to game lines, odds on winning the whole darn thing. Odyssey has been on top for the last couple of weeks. Does Caesar Sportsbook think that will continue? We've got 3 free throws coming for Evina Westbrook as they mop up the floor. A reminder, The new Athletes Unlimited Fantasy League is here. Sign up today and play for free. Be your own captain, draft 4 players weekly, and compete on the leaderboard to earn prizes. Create your team today at auprosports.com/fantasy. I thought it was interesting in that little bit of sound we did hear from facilitator Zach Buncic, and I had a chance to talk with him earlier in the week. He is loving being associated with Melissa Smith and her group. He was joking about being a part of this phenomenon where Odyssey Sims never comes out of games, right? He, chided her about that. But he is digging, working with players with such high basketball IQ. That's what I asked him. I was like, what jumps out at you most about everybody that's participating in AU? And he said, we can install something and it gets picked up in nanoseconds. It's been amazing.
Yeah, the basketball IQ of every player here is out the roof.
Right? An interesting note on Buncic, too, he was ready to pivot from coaching, got into player development at the very time Arike Ogunbowale signed with the Wings and worked with her and Izzy. Nice time to get into player development.
You think?
Right? So Crystal Bradford is in the chair for a chair chat as her captain, Melissa Smith, goes to shoot a free throw.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, CB. How you doing?
Good. How are y'all today?
Good.
I don't know if we're as good as you are.
Well, how does heat treating y'all over there?
It's hot.
I'm not gonna lie. There's an analogy about somebody in church, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all need some professional fanners over there to keep y'all cool.
Listen, well, let's hope you don't cool down because you are sitting on 12 points, 9 rebounds right now. What was your mindset coming into tonight's game, Crystal?
Well, I'm just getting acclimated with this team. Like, I feel comfortable with my team. They trust me. So I'm just trying to be aggressive. I got started early in the last game. So I was like, okay, let's keep our identity in being aggressive. So things are just working right now. Minus the free throws. Come on now, I can't go backwards. Can't go backwards on the free throws. So.
Yeah, you increased your percentage by 9 percentage points. You have been really working hard on that, and it has shown. Odyssey Sims is at 12 points. Your thoughts?
I think we're doing well on her. She's earning her points at the free throw line. But right now, just this second stint, I think the last 5 minutes, we just kind of been having our hands up. And yeah, if we just try to keep our hands up without getting her to the line, she have to make those, all game. So we're planning for her not to.
I got you.
Yeah, so you said you're just getting comfortable with your team. What, you do realize the draft is tomorrow.
You know what? The bittersweet of it all, because you have to build some organic relationships weekly.
Okay.
And we built the Orange team. We built it really fast. And even coming in, when you win, we went 2-0. I wasn't worried, but I was like, I know when people do a lot of winning, they get complacent. And I think we came out hungry as ever today. So we just got to keep that hunger.
So here, last question for me. I was talking to Cindy about this. You and Melissa are two of the better rebounders in the league. What's it like, you as a guard and her as a big, what's it like playing beside Melissa Smith?
Side note, I told myself watching film, this is for every player. You look ridiculous when the ref call a foul and you be like, I told myself that I'm not going to do that today. Y'all let me know how that goes. Y'all let me know how I'm doing with that. But yeah, as far as playing with Melissa, it's nice, having a big that rolls and pop. It's just good. We open up a lot for each other. And if she gets my rebounds, I get hers. So yeah, that's kind of like peanut butter and jelly.
Well, listen, you have been amazing thus far in this game. So I'm going to let you go so you don't get too cold.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless. Appreciate it.
Thanks for chatting with us.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thanks, CB. The lead is 42-34. for Team Smith as McCray rattles out that free throw. And right now we are tied here in the second quarter at 13 points apiece. Teresa Plaisance is getting set to check back in for Team Smith. Mimi Jackson getting it to Jordan Canada. Canada step through. Doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound is won by Clarendon. Clarendon.
To stop the ball.
Right? McCray with the rebound, put back finish. Odyssey Sims against Alyssa Smith. Tried to draw the foul, didn't get the whistle, wanted it. Smith with some pretty darn good defense there. Welcome back to another season of Trees for Threes presented by Aspiration. For every three-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees. So far, we've planted 60 trees as the teams have combined to hit 6 three-pointers here in the first half with 2 minutes to go. Team Smith leading the quarter 15-13 and leading the game by 10. What's different about Team Sims in this quarter? JC did not agree with that call, demonstratively.
Well, you heard Odyssey in the timeout talking about they needed to be more aggressive defensively and not let them have shots so easy. And on that particular play, JC gets called for a foul, but I do like the aggressiveness that they have picked up to end this quarter with.
Canada with 2 personal fouls. And it will be Clarendon at the free throw line. They are shooting 84%. Get the first one to go. So that's helping Team Smith in its quest to win back-to-back quarters. You get 50 points per player for the quarter win. And it's a big reason why Cece Andrews looks really good on the leaderboard. She is 7-1 with her teams coming into this game. So that means she's pocketed at least 150 win points 7 times this season. Oh,
and Mimi Jackson.
We just haven't seen enough of that out of Mimi Jackson here in AU Pro Hoops season number 2.
Well, to your point on CeCe Andrews, yes, she is winning. She's on teams that's winning a lot of games, so she's racking up those win points. And everybody wants to play.
Yes.
Tons of minutes. But everybody's not going to play a lot of minutes. And CeCe Andrews is one of those players that understands her role. When she gets in the game, she's ready. But captains want a player that understands that and is not going to be a problem, not going to be a headache. And CeCe Andrews is the epitome of what it means to be a supportive teammate.
Totally a team player. We've got a captain's challenge on the floor. Let's check in with our replay official. She is Lolly Signs. Lolly, what do you have?
Yes, we have a captain's challenge on that out of bounds call, so we'll see how it works.
Okay, time for our folks to dial up the replay. What do you see here, Cheryl?
Oh, it looked like a lot of ball on that one. Well, Melissa has it.
By Sims.
It's a lot of ball.
Smith's foot, to me it looked like.
So are we looking at the foul or the possession?
Possession.
Oh.
I think it went off Smith. This is going to be a tough angle because the ball is low off her foot.
Well, Odyssey is determined.
Yeah, Odyssey saw it go. That's why she had a great angle on it. And Odyssey was yelling at Kirsten to not touch the basketball. And
So
why
you're saying
is
it's
this
Team
so
Sims?
hotly contested? Yeah, Team Sims is only down 1 point in this quarter. So with $1:30 on the clock, Odyssey Sims and company can still win the 50 leaderboard points that are on the line here in the second quarter. So that's why they are reviewing this play to see which possession is granted to which team, because it could matter. Let's check in with our replay official, Lolly Signs.
Okay, ladies, we're going to overturn this captain's challenge, so we have a successful challenge, and we're going to go with the ball going the other way.
Okay, so a successful challenge. And again, Team Smith leading this quarter by 1 point. So Team Sims with an opportunity to take the lead in this quarter thanks to the captain's challenge. A reminder, you get 2 challenges per team per game, one in the first 38 minutes, one in the last 2 minutes of the 4th quarter or in overtime, and a personal foul call can be challenged as well as an out-of-bounds call like we just witnessed. So it is Team Gold's ball, that's Team Sims, down by 1 point in the quarter and down by 9 in the game. Jordan Canada milking the clock, letting the ball roll up the floor. Try to get it back to Kirsten Bell. Almost an over and back. Smith touched it, and Team Smith will gain possession. I thought Nalissa touched that basket.
Well, I thought she got a fingernail on it myself.
Right? Team Smith with the ball and the lead, up 46-37 in the game.
But that's the last thing you want, is to win a captain's challenge and then you turn the ball over.
An empty possession is a killer. Now the lead is 3 for Team Smith after Nalissa Smith connects. Kirsten Bell leaving it for Knight. Knight loses the handle on the basketball, but it will stay with Team Sims with 15 seconds on the shot clock. So Team Sims down by 3 in this 2nd quarter.
Team Sims, they have a very interesting lineup on the floor right now.
Why?
Well, they don't have a true center, someone that can defend Nalissa Smith on the block. Whitney Knight's playing.
All that rim protection, and JC goes to the rack, no problem. Canada's got 10.
But maybe they're looking to run more of like a 5-out and bring Nalissa Smith away from the basket.
Team Smith up by 1 in the 2nd quarter. Clarendon doesn't get the roll. Lexi Hull with a terrific rebound. Clarendon pulling it back out. Plaisance 3 on the way. Misses everything.
She's like, no, that wasn't me. Too wide open. Yeah, to your point, Cindy, JC just says, oh, I have a wide open drive to the basket.
Attacking Jordan Canada is my favorite Jordan Canada. The lead is 1 for Team Smith. Canada in double figures for a 6th straight game. Odyssey Sims stumbles, tries to kick it back out to a teammate. Canada throwing it off of Lexi Hull. What a dynamic play.
And a smart play.
Wow. And you know Neck is just going, yes, teammate. Yes, teammate.
Yeah, Odyssey attacking, just loses her footing. Jordan Canada, Lexi Hull, both hustling for the ball. It's a great play. It's a great hustle play.
Fantastic heads-up play by JC. Let's go into the game with the captain, Odyssey Sims.
Yeah, 45.
She came off me.
I mean, as soon as I passed it to her, I knew it was going in. I was running back. Like, I know that's it. I was like, oh, you wide open? Score, stop, score. Let's try to get 3 defensive stops in a row. Yeah, and we got to rebound. Let's all make sure we do that. Yeah. Good miss. I hear you, Bookie. Good miss. I hear you. Thank you.
Team Sims is getting out-rebounded by 10, Cheryl. So, to Odyssey's points, rebounds have got to pick up for Team Sims.
Well, it does, but that's easier said than done when you have Crystal Bradford, Nalissa Smith on one team. And for Team Sims right now, they have 5 guards on the floor. So all 5 guards are going to have to crash the boards.
Odyssey Sims, the first in AU history with 500 career points. Off the window goes Canada. She's got a dozen. Time winding down in the quarter. Clarendon with the finish at the rim. Absolutely unbelievable. 1.6 to go. Heave by Kirsten Bell. Good if it goes. It does not. And Team Smith hangs on to win the quarter thanks to that lay bucket. 21-20, so that is back-to-back 50-point quarter wins for Team Smith as they look to complete the week with a 3-game sweep. The advantage is 9 points overall for Team Smith. We've got the halftime show coming up for you next on Bally Sports and the WNBA League Pass with Mariluz Cook.
The thought that keeps running through my head is, look at this thing we built.
At the beginning of this, I asked you, why do you play?
For me. And it makes me think about the women who came before us, who never had this.
Such a strong group of women who are role models who have taken this sport to the next level.
If you had asked me to imagine what professional volleyball could look like in the United States, in my wildest dreams, I could not have described this. Space to be free, to be supported, to be heard and valued. And with that said, representation is extremely important. Being a Black and Puerto Rican woman who is also part of the LGBTQ plus community, it is extremely important to be up here and be a role model for younger generations. So,
For me.
for us, continue to play so the people below you have the opportunity to do this and have their life change the way we all did. Because the question has never been, are we good enough? Are we interesting enough? Are we valuable enough? The question has always been, will you invest in us? Will you make space for us? Will you allow us the opportunities to be the heroes of our own stories? To be the heroes in the eyes of the next generation coming up?
For me.
For us! Because we're ready. We have been ready. I hope that there comes a time that none of us are playing here. I hope there's a future version of this league that is filled with women who are living out the dream that we planted this last 5 weeks. And that we can come back and look in that book and see our names and see all of the names that came after us and say, look at this thing we built.
In the last year or so, we've really seen how sports can change the trajectory of our country. And so by having this thing where you can add to causes, for far too long, athletes have been scared of what repercussions will come if they speak out and they support different causes. So I think it's huge of AU to take on that ownership and say, no, we want you. We want you to use your voices. We want you to feel empowered and supported and embraced and seen. That alone in itself is great, but also the athletes taking responsibility of, I need to do more than be just an athlete. I'm more than just an athlete. Because when we go home and we take these jerseys off, whatever sport it is, we're affected by many different things that happen in our daily lives. And so I'm really proud of every athlete that does step up and chooses a cause, because you're doing more for your community than I think you realize. To be a voice for the voiceless, that's always been a huge thing for me. It's just utilizing this God-given platform to help communities that are in desperate need of help and to shine light on things that are plaguing our country. So I'm just really excited too. But there's a lot of pressure to like pick one cause to fight for or to play for. But I think it's a daily reminder too for athletes of, I'm not just walking out and I don't only represent myself and my family, like I'm fighting for this cause as well.
All right, welcome on into Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. I'm Mariluz Cook, got you covered here at the half. First quarter, Team Smith coming out hot, 29-21, earning those 50 quarter win points. And then they, again, in the second, they come back and by 1 point get the win there as well. So taking that first half They're up by 11 now. One of the best things about Athletes Unlimited is the way that it is so inclusive and looks to create an inclusive environment for fans, for athletes, for everyone involved. And another special thing is the way that all of the athletes within Athletes Unlimited are able to select a cause that they are able to play for throughout the season. Now for Teresa Plaisance, she selected Special Olympics, which goes hand in hand with what we are doing tonight as one of our impact days. So let's take a look at why she selected Special Olympics as her cause this season.
The athlete cause I'm playing for this season is Special Olympics, and I chose this cause because I just think it's a really welcoming community, a loving community of really great people, and to be able to put them on a platform and play for them is going to be very special for me.
Very special, celebrating Special Olympics here today as it is our Impact Day. Athletes Unlimited is honored to support Special Olympics Texas during this special night. The Athlete Causes program powered by Give Lively provides Athletes Unlimited athletes a fundraising platform that allows them to donate funds equal to 100% of their season win bonus to support the causes they love. We are excited to share that Kelsey Mitchell and Teresa Plaisance have selected Special Olympics as their causes this 2023 basketball season. Speaking of Teresa Plaisance here, she had 6 first half points. Look at this one. How about that? We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Cloud for 3. That's her 4th triple of the game. Woo!
She was open, had the space. Cloud won't hesitate. That's pure. The foul line jumper.
Minutes to go, 4th quarter. Tosh Cloud with a head of steam, and she is going to the free throw line. Terrific patience from Air Hearn. Tosh Cloud answers with a 3 of her own. Her teammates saying, reverse it, I got it. And I got that too. Comes up with the block, Hello. He is on point. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and it's a 3 from Tosh Cloud. Now, another chance for Team Carrington to cut into the lead, and Cloud does that. Tosh Cloud, anything you can do, I can do better. Cleans up her own mess. Cloud wearing orange, and Tosh comes up with a turnover. Cloud. How about that for the tie? We see you, Natasha. And here we go. Team Cloud ties the game again.
Cloud lets fly, long range, banks it in! Natasha Cloud from deep, 27-21. Team Cloud takes the first quarter.
Bodies go flying, and here comes Cloud. She's got some daylight, reversing well.
I appreciate the respect, but I promise I'm not there. There we go.
Okay, Tosh Cloud just hit her 6th three-pointer. Team Russell has some work to do with under 7 minutes to go. And nobody loves drawing a charge more than Natasha Cloud.
Oh, the handles on Cloud. The dish to Carrington. Cloudy with a chance of dimes.
Sharing the ball defensively, they're getting stops.
Oh, she did not! What a flex by Tosh Cloud!
Welcome on back to Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. AHU Pro Hoops. I'm Mary Louise Cook. Got you covered here at the half. At the half, we see that Team Smith has got the advantage here after taking the first 2 quarters, up by 11. So we'll see how Team Gold will respond in the second half here. But in the meantime, you can come see Athletes Unlimited Basketball live in Dallas, get great seats, player autographs, shoot on the court postgame, and more. Wednesday is a Friends Night Out game with 2 tickets and 2 beers or seltzers for only $50. You can buy your tickets today at auprosports.com/tickets. And one of the wonderful things about Athletes Unlimited is the way that it creates an inclusive space for all. One of the ways that the AU is looking to do that and has done that is by getting it sensory certified. Hillary Meyer, the Senior Vice President of Impact at AU, tells us what that means and what that looks like for fans that get to enter into Fair Park Coliseum here in Dallas. Let's take a look.
Athletes Unlimited is working with a nonprofit, Culture City, to be sensory certified. What that means is for anybody coming into our venues with sensory needs, say PTSD or autism or dementia, they're going to come in, they're going to have a welcoming experience. We've had training from Culture City, all of our staff are trained. We've got these great sensory inclusion bags. They've got some headphones and some other fidgets and so forth. We've got an amazing sensory inclusive space. If somebody needs a little quiet time, they can come in, take some space in the venue. We want to make sure that anyone who comes to our venue is going to have a wonderful experience, and that is inclusive for everybody involved. That's a commitment for Athletes Unlimited. Anyone who comes to our venue should be having fun, should be enjoying themselves, and it's up to us to make that experience what they need. So we're really excited, we're really proud of being sensory certified by Culture City, and it's going to be a great season.
Great to hear from Hillary Meyer on the way that AU is working to create an inclusive space for all here. Now, week 4 of Athletes Unlimited basketball continues Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Another doubleheader coming your way Wednesday night, so that'll be a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in for that. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with Team Smith versus Team Sims.
It's hard to imagine that we're at the final week of the season, but we've got 4 captains who are ready to go. There they are, set to make their picks in this final week of year number 2 of Athletes Unlimited.
There's a pool of amazing players, elite players, top percentile players that we get to choose from as captains.
There are 14 players on each team, so each captain's going to select 13 players to form their roster.
It's just such a unique setup. You're all in on someone, I'm about to say their name, and then the person who goes right before you says their name, and you're like, just kidding.
Trying to keep your secrets, trying to keep it close to the vest, but this is what makes it so exciting.
So much intrigue, so many storylines.
Our next choice is opposite Shayla Castro.
The internet just exploded. Larson and Shayla on the same team. Fantastic.
Fun, playing that cat and mouse game of okay, who can I get? And then how can I, just create the best team that I can create?
We've seen players step up that we may not have expected. We've seen other players that we thought, hey, maybe we thought they'd play better. So we'll see how this changes every single week.
We started with 44 athletes on the draft board. Now 44 athletes have been sectioned off into teams.
Those are your 4 teams ready to go this coming weekend.
If you could design a league from scratch, what would it look like? Athletes Unlimited is a network of professional sports leagues. This is an athlete-led organization.
The thought that keeps running through my head is, look at this thing we built.
Blocked by Harrison.
Hansel left hand again. Another block.
This is competition in its truest form.
McClenny lays out and snags it.
Puzo! McMahon score!
Nice move.
I see you. In my wildest dreams, I could not have described this.
My fashion sense, if I had to put a word to it, would be finesse.
I guess the best way to describe it is versatile.
I never want to leave the house in anything that I'm not comfortable in.
It changes over the years, just being comfortable with who you are.
Love the orange from the shirt, wanted to kind of pull it in with something else.
T-Swaggy, my nickname. Double finger ring.
everybody got swag. To be a ball player, everybody got your own style, your own swag.
Stay tuned this year for the fit check. T-Swag is signing out.
Welcome back to Dallas, Texas, home of AU Pro Women's Hoop. At the half, Team Smith has the lead over Team Sims. Alongside the Hall of Famer Cheryl Swoops, I'm Cindy Brunson. Paint points were the theme in the first half of play. Team Smith leading that category 24-14.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Melissa Smith. It was every player on the team attacking the paint. Crystal Bradford, Jenna Stady cutting to the basket, Lay cutting to the basket. Everybody was eating in the paint for Team Smith. Team Sims will have to find a way to defend them if they want a chance to win this game.
When you take a look at these halftime stats, Cheryl, what jumps out at you?
Well, I mean, we talked about points in the paint, but the field goal percentage by Team Sims at 39%. They just, and I think a lot of that, the reason why it's so low is a lot of one-on-one.
Right.
Come down, one shot, one pass, one shot, instead of moving with the ball, moving without the ball, and passing the ball.
Team Smith did have 16 offensive rebounds in that first half, but only 11 second chance points. They got to help themselves when they get to the rim.
Got to finish.
We are underway in quarter number 3. Team Smith looking to sweep the week and go 3-0, winning both the first 2 quarters. Avina Westbrook off the mark for Team Sims, and Plaisance is there for yet another Team Smith in orange rebound. Odyssey Sims and company come in 1-1, and a lot of bodies go down. Clarendon is laughing, so that's a good sign. And Smith is able to get helped up. And I tell you what, the moisture on the floor might be perspiration from the fans. It's a little warm in here.
You're being nice. I'm going to say it's hot, not
okay.
A little warm. It is
all right,
hot.
Jamaris Davis picking up her 3rd personal foul as the staff continues to clean up the floor. We want to shout out the great people who work at CSM, our agency partners with AU since the launch of softball. Tons of great folks that lead the charge with athlete care and in-venue operations. So it is Team Smith with the basketball and the lead here in the 3rd quarter. And Alyssa Smith puts it on the deck. A little jumper falls short. Odyssey Sims has the basketball and she's looking to push.
That's pretty.
Ahead to Jamaris Davis, that'll work.
Yeah, transition for Team Smith is huge. I mean, Team Sims is huge. They have players that love to get out, run, push, and transition. Odyssey Sims finding Jamaris Davis.
4th assist on the night. And Sims looking for more. Sims bouncing to Bell. 5 assists on the night. Bell with the nice finish.
Good way to get back in the game.
Bell's got double figures with 10, and just like that, it's a 5-point lead for Team Smith. Back iron Hull gets her own rebound, and Clarendon calls for calm and calls a play. Plaisance in and out from 3. Basketball went through Smith's hands. She gets it back to Clarendon. Stop. Rebound winds up with Bell. Smith tried to poke the ball out of JC's hand. That wasn't going to work. And here comes Team Smith Team Sims opening this quarter on a 4-0 run. Odyssey doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound, won by Clarendon. She's got one person to beat. Nice finish by Lay.
Lay has done a great job of just pushing the rock in transition, finishing strong at the hole.
Odyssey comes into this game 7 up and 8 down all time as a captain. Canada doesn't get the roll. Smith with the rebound. Smith, the top rebounder in AU, so no surprise she continues to clean up the glass. Lay, little step through and finish.
And they continue to dominate points in the paint. You have to be able to defend your player one-on-one.
Bell at the rim off the window. I love how she uses the glass.
Yeah. which is a lost art.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think players use the glass enough when they get to the hole.
Why do you think that is?
Because they want to be cute.
You know what's cute? Scoring a lot of points by using the glass.
That is real cute.
Crystal Bradford with the finish. She's got 14.
And you know, we gotta watch her if the ref gives her a bad call and see what she does.
I know. It's interesting to look at the facilitators. Pokey Chapman on the edge of her chair with Team Sims. Zach Bunsek just very relaxed, feet crossed, taking it in. Canada kicking it to the corner 3. Westbrook short. Hull has the rebound and is looking to go on the run. Really impressed with the size of Team Smith in orange. Bradford on the block. Around Westbrook, that's gorgeous.
Yes. That's pretty, Crystal. But I also loved how everyone on Team Smith knew where they wanted to go with the ball because of the mismatch that Crystal Bradford had on the block.
Bradford with 16. Her AU high 21 in her first game. Odyssey Sims earning a trip to the free throw line. You threw your pin. Why? Well, I'll ask you in a second.
Well, Crystal Bradford here, just taking her time. She has Avina Westbrook, who's a pretty good defender. Just squared up, nice reverse to finish on the other side of the rim so she can't block it.
It will be Odyssey Sims at the free throw line. So you threw your pin on this foul. Why?
I know she drew the foul, so I didn't throw it on the foul. It was more about, I thought it was a forced shot.
Okay.
And Nalissa,
well, no, when you get demonstrative, I want to know what's going on. It's like, okay, she's throwing pens now.
Well,
what's going
Nalissa bailed
on?
her out with the foul, but I thought it was a forced shot. Gotta move the ball, get everybody involved. It's going to make your job easier.
I got you. Odyssey Sims with 13, looking for 14, doesn't get the roll. And Plaisance is there for the rebound. Air Hearn has checked in for Team Smith in orange. So it's Plaisance, McCray, Smith, and Lexi Hull.
Oh, that's nice, Danny.
Danny on the deck, up and in. Danny McCray with 8 to go along with 3 rebounds.
But here's the thing for Team Smith. You're dominating in the paint. Everything's working for you in the paint. Don't change it until or unless Team Sims makes you change what you're doing.
100%. Aaron pass is a turnover for Team Sims. So Team Smith with an opportunity to have its largest lead of the game. They've already been up by 12. That's where they are now. Hull gets the roll, and the lead is 14, the largest for Team Smith today. This game very reminiscent of what we saw yesterday from Team Smith.
And the difference in the two is again, Team Smith, they are moving the ball, sharing the ball, making the extra pass.
Kirby Burkholder blocked by Smith. Baseline jumper by Davis is good. So that is the first field goal in a minute for Team Sims. McCray, 3 doesn't fall. Battle for the rebound won by Burkholder. Jordan Canada pushing. Kirsten Bell, trail 3 is good. Bell's got 15.
I think that's the best part of her game right now is the trail.
100%.
And she knows exactly where to go so her teammate can find her.
Kirsten Bell has multiple made 3s in 4 straight games. She is fun to watch. Team Smith on top.
Scoop. Tiana Hawkins doing it all. Hawkins, let's fly from 3. Right here in the AU Pro Hoops League. Hawkins hitting again. Hawkins turning, shooting, 40. Tiana Hawkins, a brand new Athletes Unlimited record. Here's Hawkins to the hoop, lays it up, 2 more. with 1.1 seconds left.
Colson from half court for the win! Colson was gonna end this game no matter what. No, she did not.
They want to get more players involved. And then
Carrington can't answer back. Kalani Brown keeps it alive, and Cloud will hit and draw the foul.
all up in Natasha Cloud's face.
Making life difficult. She caught it, and that's a triple-double for Natasha Cloud, a history-making moment here in Athletes Unlimited.
Two minutes to go. Colson trying to go around Tosh Cloud and does.
And at the end of the day, because they are professional athletes, competitors, it is all about pride.
Kelsey Mitchell, back iron, battle for the rebound. Tosh Cloud for three, and it does not go, and that is how this game will end as Team Hawkins gets the victory in triple overtime.
Welcome on back to Fair Park Coliseum. I'm Mary Luce Cook, and I'm so excited to be joined by Ari Chambers. She is the founder of Highlight Her, one of my favorite follows on social media. Ari, you're no stranger to AU. You were in Vegas last year, here this year. What brought you back?
You know, I've actually been here from day one, Sport One. August 2020 was softball, but it's so great to be back in Dallas. This is where volleyball was, and what brings me back is always the AU family. I can't stay away. Even when I don't know that I want to be here, when the opportunity presents itself, being able to see my family, my friends just ball out has been a joy.
Amazing. Yeah, you say that you didn't know that you were going to be here, so you're in town hosting the She Believes Summit. You got there 8 a.m., you're there until 5, but you decided to come here. You're probably exhausted, a lot of caffeine, I presume. But what has that experience been like, hosting that event?
It's great to just push the women's game forward. Soccer, basketball, however I can do it and get involved, I love to do that. And just for them to recognize, hey, Ari loves basketball, her heart's with basketball, and for them to present the opportunity for me to be out here was really special.
Amazing. Now, you've been involved with AU as a whole, but then you say the basketball is special. What do you think sets AU basketball apart from the other sports?
It's just so competitive. It's the grittiness about it. You see people balling out, and AU already has a system that lends itself to be more competitive than other leagues. And so just seeing that culmination of hard work, whether it be WNBA players or players who play overseas or who just want to get the opportunity to get back in basketball, they're all playing for something, and you see that reflected in their game.
Amazing. Now, women's sports, why is it important for us to elevate women's sports? You're the CEO of this, it feels like, so in your own words.
It's a great product. The game is the game, and it's a dope game, dope people, why not?
Amazing. Amazing. And then you said it's like a family reunion. I heard you saying that to Debbie Antonelli. Being here is like a family reunion. Who has been your favorite person that you've been able to reconnect with here?
Debbie Antonelli. That's a NC State vibe right there. Wolfpack all day. Go Pack, ACC baby. And Taj Cole. I was sitting next to her the whole game. And Ty Young. It's really everybody. Dejanay and Natasha and Sid. I'm looking at everybody and I'm like, these are my people. These are my people. So I can't just pick one person. It's just the whole environment. And what this arena does for you, it's just so electric and so accessible, and you get to be so close to the game. You get to hear everything. I get to see Jordan ball out. I get to see Odyssey ball out. Laysha's back. I love it. I love every part of it.
You do, and I love the energy. Ari Chambers, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, absolutely. Cindy and Cheryl, back to you.
Thanks so much. Please let Ari know that blonde works. Am I right?
Yeah, she's rocking it.
Yes.
I can't decide if I like the curly Ari or the straight Ari.
Oh, she goes.
I like both.
Yeah. Both is a killer, but for me, it's the blonde. I really like it. She's amazing. It's so great that she was able to pull through. Saw her a ton in Las Vegas as well for season 1. Right now, it is Team Sims on a 12-3 run. And a big part of the reason why Team Sims has taken the lead here in the quarter, up 19-15, still trailing overall in the game, but leading the quarter with the captain, Nalissa Smith, at the free throw line. She gets the first one to go. A reminder, tomorrow at noon, find out who gets drafted first and where your favorite players land and what color jersey they will be wearing. Tune in this Sunday at noon Eastern, only on AU Pro Sports YouTube. And a reminder, that doesn't interfere with any of the shenanigans of Selection Sunday. So you can get your AU basketball taken care of first, and then all of the Selection Sunday mayhem.
I mean, just make it a day full of basketball,
right? 1,000%. Oh. Nice bounce pass to Jordan Canada, leaves it short. Smith is there for the rebound. Nalissa Smith with her 8th double-double and is earning a trip to the to the free throw line, rather. Swoops, there it is. This will be Cheryl's top draft picks. Explain yourself.
Well, it's almost impossible not to have Odyssey Sims and Nalissa Smith in the 1-2 position.
Okay.
Lexie Hull, I just feel like, has done everything. She continues to perform, and her team is winning. I could see her being a captain. And Naz Hillman.
Yeah.
Again, another one of those players that's pretty much a walking double-double. And don't know if she did enough. Oh, maybe not. We'll see.
Well, she's still got plenty of game time. We got a quarter to go. And right now, she might get some more burn because Team Sims has really made some adjustments here in the third quarter to have this lead. It might be down to just 1 point, as Sims and Canada are definitely on the same page, leading the charge. Smith gets the free throw to go, and as a result has taken over first place on the overall leaderboard. She got 10 points making that free throw, so there you go, leading Sims. Hillman is right there, and to your point, Swoops, there it is. In the 4 spot is Lexie Hull.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need Lexie to get some more points.
Kirsten Bell coming through. She just hit another 3, so she might pass Plaisance, getting closer.
It's gonna be tight.
It will be tight, but right now your picks are looking very good. The lead is 5 in the game for Team Smith, but Team Smith looking to get those 50 win points here in this third quarter, leading 22-18. We have a timeout on the floor. I want to let you know, Canada, Knight, and Davis have all worn gold jerseys for 3 straight weeks. I wonder if that trend will continue. It's kind of random, but interesting.
Well, if Odyssey is a captain moving forward, I could see it possibly happening. One, I know Odyssey has a couple of her teammates that she enjoys playing with and would love to continue to do that into next week.
All right. A reminder tonight, Athletes Unlimited is proud to celebrate Special Olympics Texas. Thanks for joining us and Special Olympics Texas as we spread the word of inclusion. We are better together. Really appreciate Debbie Antonelli pulling through and helping us celebrate Special Olympics here. It was great to reconnect with Debbie. Personally, I've known her for years. And then to see her with the Special Olympic athletes was just so special, Cheryl.
Yeah, Debbie Antonelli has always been a leader, a motivator, and cares about everybody else. And to see her interacting with the Special Olympics, she was so in her element. And I am so happy that it was on tonight and we were able to be here and be a part of it.
100%. Teresa Plaisance playing for Special Olympics, as is Kelsey Mitchell. And of course, Debbie Antonelli started this whole project because of her son Frankie being a Down syndrome individual special. She always needed help when he was younger, and she wanted to provide that help to others, which is so noble, but so in lockstep with what we do here at Athletes Unlimited, because every player on the floor has a personal cause that they are playing for. So the money that they rack up on the leaderboard is also not going in their pocket, but helping that charitable cause as well.
Well, yeah, and when we talk about it's bigger than basketball, this is absolutely bigger than basketball. And so for a lot of players, when you talk to them about why did they choose to play in AU, it wasn't just about the court, the basketball, it was their nonprofit, their cause, and knowing that Athletes Unlimited would match what they were giving to their charity. That's why a lot of players said they chose to play in AU.
It's just a win-win-win situation all around here at Athletes Unlimited Basketball. Every moment indeed does count. So it is Team Smith in orange with the basketball. Crystal Bradford shaking defenders at the rim, up and in. She's got 18.
Goodness gracious. She attacked the basket with authority on that one.
The quarter is winding down. It is Team Sims with a 2-point lead here in the quarter. And so they are in line for the 50 points on the leaderboard per player that go along with the quarter win. Winning quarters and games is the way a player can make points quickly. To beat the shot clock, Sims was off, but Rivers is there with the rebound. Jordan Canada calling for calm. Shot clock and game clock almost identical here at the end of the third quarter. JC taking plaisance. Doesn't get the roll. Bradford with the basketball. Shoots the three to beat the buzzer, and it's off the front rim. That is how the quarter will end. Bradford's already secured her 5th double-double this season, but it is Team Sims winning the quarter 22-20 and pocketing those 50 leaderboard points for every player on the roster along the way. We are live from Dallas on a Saturday night.
The way she came down and split the two defenders and just cradled that baby instead.
History making a moment here. That's a triple-double for Natasha Cloud.
Courtney Williams buries the three. Here in the fourth quarter, Edelman again knows how to finish.
The champion converting. Hesitation dribble. Colson right to the hoop.
Plenty of time. Cole for three. Oh, somebody is starting to feel it.
Kick out, Custer loaded up 3 ball. Well, that's good. Jessica Custer has come to play.
To Lexi Brown, time on the clock, good if it goes!
This is a special moment for everyone who's ever played volleyball in the United States.
Best players in the world with an opportunity to showcase the sport that they love.
And the finish.
Beautiful butter coming off the hand.
Athletes Unlimited volleyball happens everywhere.
Big dig there.
You can do it all. We are being treated to some exceptional volleyball.
Giving our choices, we using our voices, helping the voices. We stand for a cause, not fighting for straws. We changing the laws, we give it our all. It's a bigger picture, we paint the walls. We are unlimited. Look at the game, we changing it all. Unified on the front line for the one time, 'cause it's one grind.
Back here at the Fair Park Coliseum. Crystal Bradford told me before the game it was critical for Team Smith to limit Odyssey Sims to 20 points or less. So far, so good, but we still have 10 minutes to play. What CB didn't tell me was that she was gonna pull through with her 5th double-double of the season. When you look at this graphic, what jumps out at you, Cheryl?
I mean, Crystal Bradford, Odyssey Sims getting it done for their team. But to your point, Crystal Bradford, another double-double, being very effective. But Odyssey Sims, she's at 18.
Right.
I'm not sure they're going to meet the over the 20.
Right? It was very good to have that as a goal.
As you should.
Plaisance with the bucket.
You should absolutely have that goal.
Sims doesn't get the roll. She almost got to 20 there. Canada kicking it out to Mimi Jackson for 3.
So that's where, like, it's a great driving kick. But I would love to see Jordan Canada just stop in the middle of the paint and pull up and shoot the jumper herself.
She's got it in her arsenal. I saw it ad nauseum at UCLA. Destiny Walker bouncing it to Clarendon, but JC is there for a steal. Beautiful bounce pass to Bell. JC! Oh my goodness. Bell with 20 points and 6 rebounds. Canada averaging better than 6 assists a game over her last several. I mean, she walks on the floor and it's just 5 assists. Boom. Sims, Bell, and Canada have combined to score 50 points. The rest of the team, just 15. Cheryl, your thoughts?
Well, I think Bell, Canada, and Sims, we know what they're going to bring. So it's no surprise that they've combined for 52 of the points now. But other players still have to find a way to contribute. And Jordan Sims has all kinds of ways that she's contributing. Nice bounce pass on the money to Bell for easy, too. And Odyssey Sims taking it strong, finishing with the left and one.
Sims has got that 20 piece that Team Orange wanted to hold her to, and we've got 8 minutes and change to go in the 4th quarter as she now has 21 with the free throw.
I think somebody forgot to tell Odyssey you could only score 18 points today.
Right? She's like, no, I was at the top of the leaderboard when the day started, and that's where I'm going to finish.
Yeah.
Crystal Bradford off on the triple try. Sims with the rebound. She earns points for that rebound as well. And now she's bouncing to Bell. Ooh, Crystal Bell, or Kirsten Bell rather, with a career high 22 points in AU. All right, Bell is cooking. That is fun to watch. And we have a 2-point game as well. Team Smith on top by a bucket.
That's nice.
Izzy for 3. Back to the Athletes Unlimited action here. Isabel Harrison, terrific take.
Isabel Harrison from the outside. Good to go. Izzy Harrison. Harrison on the move. The Euros switching hands and hitting. Izzy Harrison able to convert. Harrison, nice step through and gets the roll. Cross court, Harrison the fade and hits.
I love her footwork. Just Asha Cloud's hand, so she can make something happen.
Manis blocked by Harrison.
56-49 lead for Team Harrison. Izzy to the basket, takes the contact, hoop and the foul. The clock and out right into Harrison. Baseline jumper, all net, so.
Add to the 11-point lead. Oh, okay, Izzy.
No. Well, she just timed it perfectly.
Harrison, bully ball again, can't be stopped. Izzy Harrison has come to play in this first half. Cross court, Harrison the fade and hits.
Carter bouncing to Harrison. Puts it on the deck, spinning and hitting.
Nice.
Harrison with some daylight. Oh, that was beautiful.
Harrison, nice step through and gets the roll.
The run. Inside
nice.
to
I
Harrison.
Love the way she runs the floor.
She's got the double team and an and one opportunity. Harrison, you betcha. New player in, Brittany Carter. She didn't play in game one, so it's nice to see her out there.
In to Harrison, great position, powers up over Manis and one.
Yes. This was just going at it down low. But Izzy says, you know what? You are not going to stop me this time.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball is brought to you by the Air National Guard. To learn how you can serve your way, head to goang.com. Taking a look at some of the photos from week 3 as we play the final 8 minutes of week 3. It's Team Smith up 72-70. A 7-0 run by Team Sims has made things very interesting. A reminder, the Unlimited Club provides great benefits, including weekly meet and greets and other league and player engagements, all starting at $20. Upgrade to UC Gold and get a gold box, which includes great items like an exclusive jersey and a Tosh Cloud bobblehead. Sign up today at auprosports.com/membership. So it's a little 7-0 run for Team Sims. Bradford spinning, doesn't get the roll. Hall back into the game, gets the rebound. Alyssa Smith runs out of real estate. And it will be Team Sims basketball. Let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team. She's Mary Louise Cook.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Well, I had an opportunity to listen in on Team Gold's huddle, and Odyssey Sims was loud and clear. She said, talk. And we do not want anyone getting a wide open 3. If it's too much, just switch and be aggressive with it. She said she does not want to see any more drop step buckets. She wants to see them make it hard on Team Orange.
Thanks so much, Mary Louise. Corner 3 in and out by Lexi Hall. What was that for?
I mean, well, that was a wide open 3. She just didn't make it.
I got you. Sims killing it in the fast break department with the 13-6 advantage over Team Smith. A big part of the reason why Team Sims has been able to erase the once stout lead by Team Smith and make this a 2-point game. Right now, Team Sims in line to win the 4th and final quarter, up by 5 points. Mimi Jackson's 3 is good. Jackson giving Team Sims its first lead of the game, 73-72. Want to shout out my statistician, John Little. He is my cheat code and has been for the last couple of games. Thank you, John. Odyssey on the run. Oh, little push shot off the window.
That's too easy.
And Odyssey has 23. It's a 12-0 run by the team in gold, Team Sims. And Alyssa Smith says, give me that rock, off the mark. Jordan Canada, one of the smallest people on the floor with the rebound, and she's running. Odyssey Sims, trail 3. Hoop wouldn't have it. Lydia Rivers there for the rebound. Jackson, no. And Smith is there for the rebound.
Lydia Rivers doing exactly what she did last night, destroying the offensive boards.
Crystal Bradford behind the back to Clarendon. Plaisance 3 on the way. That stops the bleeding. Plaisance with the triple. Plaisance now with 11. She's got 3 triples on the day. We're tied at 75, under 6 minutes to go. And Cheryl Swoops in the commercial break said something about overtime and not wanting to see it. Out 17-5 in this 4th and final quarter. The run for Team Sims, Cheryl, 17-3 over the last 4 minutes and change.
And a lot of those are three-point baskets. But you have Odyssey Sims with the ball in her hands, and you spread out Kirsten Bell, Mimi Jackson, Jordan Canada, a 17-3 run. I can see that happening.
Kirsten Bell, a career high in AU with 4 made triples and a career high 22 points. She has been sensational. And then our first real sighting of Mimi Jackson this season. She made a name for herself a season ago, making an AU best 39 triples last season, and she came into this game with 1.
Well, Mimi, listen, if you're a shooter, it's like riding a bike.
Yes.
You never forget how to ride it. You never forget how to stroke it.
So it is. So Crystal Bradford driving, not getting the ball to fall. Battle for the rebound between Sims and Canada, won by JC. So it's a 17-3 run over the last almost 5 minutes of play. We apologize for our little technical difficulties on Bally Sports and the WNBA League Pass. Kirsten Bell off on the triple try, but Lydia Rivers with the rebound. It is Team Sims on a 17-3 run and has dominated this fourth quarter. Jordan Canada getting it over Alyssa Smith. Are you kidding me? JC's got 14.
Listen, and she had to get that off high with Alyssa Smith coming over to challenge it.
So Lexi Hall loses the ball out of bounds, and it will stay with Team Smith. Mimi Jackson has taken herself off the milk carton. She came into this game with 1 3-pointer on the season, and Jackson has gone 3 for 5 from 3 as Odyssey Sims picks up her second personal foul, sending Lexi Hull to the free throw line. Again, Jackson led AU Pro Hoops last season with 39 made triples, and as you said, Cheryl, a shooter doesn't forget how to shoot.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's just about seeing that first one go through the hole. And for Mimi Jackson, it's not lack of confidence. It's just getting opportunity to be on the floor and to show what she can do. And she's definitely done that tonight.
Team Sims shooting 9 of 22 from 3. Odyssey's got 27. I think she saw the overall leaderboard on the big board here in the arena and realized that she was trailing Alyssa Smith and said, no, I want to be in the #1 spot. Jackson with the steal and Bradford with the block.
And Mimi Jackson walks off laughing like, yeah, I knew she was going to do that.
Right? So it's ball out of bounds underneath for Sims as she's come through with her 11th game of at least 25 points. Big part of the reason why she's had that top spot on the leaderboard all season long.
Good defense by Bradford to come up with that steal.
So Clarendon getting it to Plaisance. She thought about the 3, pulls it back. Lay bouncing to Alyssa Smith. Rivers goes flying, and that is a charge. Your thoughts, Cheryl?
I mean, it's great defense by Lydia Rivers. It's a charge. Listen, Lydia Rivers is in the game to do exactly what she's doing. She's defending Smith. She's rebounding the basketball. She's keeping her team in the game by getting them second shots. Yeah, Lydia Rivers, you all right with me?
Coming off an AU career high 10 points and 11 rebounds, her first double-double yesterday. Jackson, well, a heat check 3, that wouldn't go. And here comes Team Smith. Lexi Hall bounce. Clarendon getting the rebound, blocked by Rivers, but earns the personal foul. Kirsten Bell can't believe it.
Well, Lydia Rivers looks at Bell like, don't foul. I'm here. I got it. I got it.
You know, Lydia Rivers, it's got to be a Vatek thing, right? Because Vatek might mess around and be a 1 seed on Selection Sunday tomorrow. The Hokies have just been rolling.
So you're saying she's feeling their vibe right
I think so. I think so. Kirsten Bell picking up her second personal foul. It's about the only thing that hasn't gone right for Bell tonight. An AU career high 22 points to go along with 7 rebounds, 4 of 9 from 3. Those 4 triples, a career high for her here at AU. As Leigh Clarendon gets the free throws to go, but still the Sims lead here in this fourth quarter is gigantic, 21-8 with 2 minutes to go. So Team Sims in line for back-to-back quarter wins. Jackson 3 is pure. Okay. Mimi.
Mimi is shooting that thing tonight.
Her 4th triple of the day, increasing the lead. Melissa Smith, nice action at the rim, but Team Sims dominating, up by 14 here in the fourth quarter and by 7 in the game.
So if you're Team Smith right now, we know what Bell can do, but Mimi Jackson is the one that's hurting them right now. You have to know where she is on the floor.
100%. She has been lethal.
And when Odyssey Sims gets the rock, she's going to find her shooters. Mimi Jackson just catching it, shooting it in rhythm. That is good.
Mimi 3 for 6 here in this fourth quarter from long range, and second half scoring has been very good for Odyssey Sims and company, outscoring opponents by more than 40 points per in the final 20 minutes. Melissa Smith doesn't get the roll, but it will stay with Team Smith. Basketball underneath with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Taking a look at the overall leaderboard. And the top 10, there is Sims, who has taken over the top spot. I am telling you, Cheryl, she saw this in the arena and said, Melissa Smith, get out that top spot. I'm taking it over.
No doubt about it.
And Lexi Hull has dropped out of the top 4.
Well,
Smith
for now.
The swoops, there it is, hanging on by a fingernail. But Cheryl is not giving up hope. Team
here's why.
Sims up by 5. Yes, you can tell me why, of course.
Well, Isabel Harrison's currently in 4th.
Right.
And she's done playing for the day.
Right.
Lexi Hull's at 34.59.
Right. She's going to get 100 points for winning 2 quarters.
I mean,
so there you go.
Yeah, does she need much more than that? I need her to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I can breathe a little.
Okay, so it is 1 minute to go. We have a timeout on the floor with Team Sims on top by 5. A reminder, it's another season of Trees for Threes presented by Aspiration. For every 3-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees. You talk about 3-point balls falling, 10 for 24 from Team Sims, and 5 have gone through the hoop for Team Smith in orange. That's a lot of trees, Cheryl. 150 in game number 2.
And we're only in week 3. Just imagine. But it's like Mimi Jackson said, everyone else has been planting trees.
Right. It's time for me to start
just
my
plant 4 all by myself.
Right, little Audubon Society vibe. We see you. All right, a minute to go, just 2 seconds on the shot clock here for Team Sims. Canada trying to get it in and turns it over. Clarendon, it's a shot clock violation. Odyssey gets the basketball back. And so Odyssey goes back to work knowing she's got the lead in the quarter and the game, taking her time on the offensive end. And so Odyssey, great one-on-one matchup with Leigh, doesn't get the roll. Sims has the basketball, gets it to Clarendon, ahead to Bradford. Plaisance flashing for 3. Bradford doesn't see her, misses, and here comes Jordan Canada. Shot clock and game clock almost identical, as it looks like Canada and company are going to win this game. Team Sims will end the week on a winning note at 2-1, and Odyssey Sims is about to improve to 8 up and 8 down all time as a captain. As this quarter winds down, Cheryl, what has impressed you most about this comeback from Odyssey Sims and company?
Just the way they were able to do it when the game started. It looked like Team Smith was going to walk out of here with a win, but the way they were able to come back in the second half and stay together, turn it up on the defensive end, and then just started moving the ball offensively, that's why they were able to come back and win this game.
So critical that Mimi Jackson joined the scoring party. They've been waiting for that all week. She came into this game with 1 3-pointer made on the season, and tonight she's gone 4 for 7 from 3. That was huge.
Yeah, Mimi Jackson was big off the bench for Team Sims. 12 points.
Kirsten Bell with a career high here in AU, 23 points. Also a career high from three-point land for Bell with 4 made triples. And Nalissa Smith and company are taking a timeout. In the second half, Bell has been a house on fire. 16 points, going 6 for 7 from the floor, 2 for 3 from long range. Let's take a look at that leaderboard as we are counting down the hours remaining until the Week 4 draft. Team Sims in the top spot, followed by Smith, Naz Hillman, Isabel Harrison in the 4 spot. But remember, Lexi Hull will get 100 win points for Team Smith winning the 4th quarter, and maybe some MVP consideration as well. So that leaderboard could change in advantage of Hull and Swoops, who picked Hull to be a captain in Week 4. And a reminder, Week 4 draft. Tune in Sunday at noon Eastern on AU Pro Sports YouTube's channel. It won't interfere with Selection Sunday. It will precede all of the basketball madness before all of the March selections are made. It is the most entertaining draft that AU Pro Sports has, so tune in. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, so here's my concern with Hull.
Okay.
Right? She's going to get the 100 points
right.
for quarter 1, quarter 2.
Right.
But when I look at Bell and Canada,
MVP consideration.
And they're going to win the game.
Yep.
They're going to win this quarter. They won the 3rd quarter. So that's 250 points.
That's a lot of points. That gives Bell, what, 35 and change?
Yeah, I think Lexi's out.
Yeah. I tried to help you. I tried.
Well, I needed Smith to win this game.
Clarendon shooting the technical foul. All right. So it will be out of bounds on the side for Nalissa Smith's team, but Smith is going to go down. Sims shot 53% as a team here in the 4th quarter. Smith just 27%. Crystal Bradford, rebound, put back, no. Follow, yes. Bradford, a terrific day for herself, now with 20 points to go along with 13 rebounds.
So here's what will be interesting. If Canada or Bell end up in that 4th spot,
right,
or just being a captain, that means Odyssey Sims going to lose one of her guards.
Ooh. The intrigue continues because Sims and JC together have been lethal.
And Bell.
Yes.
Just Odyssey penetrating or JC penetrating, finding Bell, the shooter.
That reminds me of last season when it was always Dejanay and Tosh Cloud. And then all of a sudden they got to the point where they were both captains, and then it was, what? All right. We're almost done. Nalissa Smith's not going to get that off in time, and Team Sims, once down by as many as 14, comes back to win this game by a final count of 91-85, winning both the 3rd and 4th quarters and pocketing that 100 points for the quarter wins and the 150 additional points for the game win. What impressed you most about Team Sims, Cheryl?
Mimi Jackson. I mean, as a team, they play really well. But for a player to have not scored or played many minutes, for Mimi Jackson to come in the game the second half and do what she did, that's impressive.
Taking a look at the leaderboard with the win points added up, and there is Kirsten Bell, who was not on Swoop's captain's watch list. Just putting it out there. Bell now into that 4 spot, so that'll be interesting to see after a fantastic week. You know, she'll have to be a captain against the person that she's won with in Odyssey Sims. Speaking of Odyssey, she came through with a big-time game, finishing with 29 points, and is standing by with our Mary Lou's Cook.
Odyssey, my goodness, down by 11 at the half, and Team Gold comes out hot. What was your message to them?
I just think we was playing a little soft on defense. Like, we didn't really make anything hard in the first half. We let those quarters get away from us. So I think we just pinpointed, like, string together more than one stop in a row. Like, got to get 2 or 3 in order for the game to be effective. When we were down 14, I know that we were kind of going, like, trading baskets. I was like, this team is too good to trade baskets. So we got to string together more than a few stops and then get a good basket here and then just get down and guard. So credit to Orange. I mean, they were killing us in the first half with just bigger guards. You know what I mean? Wasn't really too much we could do, but we found a way, and we played a little bit harder in the second half.
You sure did. Now, the game within the game, obviously you were looking for a team win here, but you're also looking at the leaderboard, I'm sure. How much was that motivating you to retain that #1 spot?
I mean, it means a lot. You know, I've been #1 since we started, except for week 1. So to be at the top of the leaderboard again, of course, I'm excited, ready for the draft tomorrow. I'm going to pick my team wisely and be ready to try to go 3-0. But the competition level, credit to everyone here, the competition level is extremely high. So it's hard to get three wins in a week.
I mean, to get 2 wins is tough, too. So props to you and your team. Congratulations, Odyssey.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, ladies.
Thanks so much. Odyssey Sims leading all scorers with 29 points and was 7 of 8 at the free throw line. The draft is tomorrow at noon Eastern on the AU Sports YouTube channel. You don't want to miss that. Team Sims beating Team Smith 91-85. Be sure to join us again on Wednesday for week 4 at 7 Eastern of Athletes Unlimited Basketball. For Cheryl Swoops, Mary Lou's Cook, and our entire crew, I am Cindy Brunson. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night from Dallas.